Dark Angels are the best army in the current game.
I didn't expect that, but I think there's two, in my opinion, that are better. If we're talking competitively.
So, this is my question I've got is, I've gone with strongly disagree.
Right.
Based on, I don't think they're the best army in the game.
Okay.
All right, because I actually think they can give some of the worst playing experience to people playing against them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So if the question is, Michael, so is the question, are they the best, like kind of top tier, most competitive? Is that what we mean by this question?
Yeah, so Dark Angels are the most competitive army in the current game.
And mine's still that.
Yeah. Shall I tell you why I went with strongly disagree first of all? Because when the question is, are the best army in the game? Obviously that's quite a broad question, and I don't think they're the best. Although their rules are fairly simple to play against, they're just very, very uninteractive, which is why I don't think they're the best army. There's way cooler, better armies to play against.
No, I do agree. Like, if we talk from a enjoyment point of view, there's about 1 million that are. If we speak about, if you are looking to chase the ITC, and you want, and at this current moment in time, what would you take?
Dark Angels.
I can think of definitely one more that I would.
Go on. What would you go
Guard.
for? Guard.
Astra Militarum.
Why Guard?
So, in every game I've seen and played them, they score for fun.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you don't even have to, borderline, don't even have to try.
Yeah. Well, Inflexible Command is
Inflexible Command's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so, boots on the ground, not as much, but it has a level of it.
Yeah.
Leontus is an extremely efficient model and plays into the play style that you would want to with Guard.
Yeah.
Has more varied choices. And obviously, again, we're talking current game.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Up until the point of Desolation Marines.
Yeah, okay.
And I think what Desolation Marines now bring, they are... So what was super efficient about the Guard is obviously the Kassakin, they can just keep at the back, out of threat range. But obviously with Desolation Marines, that can fire indirectly. And they're so good at killing Toughness 3 models.
Yeah.
Those Kassakin now, and also the mortars, it's like the mortars get out-mortared.
Yeah, no, I agree with that the indirect game's now completely thrown its wide open because of what's happened. But then when we look at Kassakin, don't you just argue the list archetype changes to tech to that for chimeras? You know, is there not a level to go, well, I can now take armoured company or whatever it's called that allows them to get out after the vehicle's moved, like the key you can then still use. I just think that if I myself wanted to chase the meta and wanted to go to an event and try and win the event, I would take Guard.
Okay, I suppose I would say that if let's say the meta slightly shifted because of the indirect and maybe you do have to take some more transports and stuff, you're now having to play at a much higher skill level.
Yeah.
Rather than the Dark Angel player just puts out 20 Terminators, which either your opponent can or can't interact with. It's just a case of, can you roll enough 4-ups to defeat it?
Yeah.
And then you've got these units that can just stay still and fire, so you don't even need to move them.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Yeah.
So I think if you are I want to go to a tournament, I want to do well, then arguably just take Dark Angels. Because it requires the least skill and they're the most forgiving. So if you leave your Terminators out in the open and you've just got maybe a couple touching cover and your opponent doesn't have like reroll wounds or they just don't have enough volume of shots or maybe they're 2 damage weapons. And I think whereas the Guard potentially, although it might have the tools in the toolbox to deal with it, does require more skill. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I also do look at it from the point of view of that the Dark Angels into the Guard is a worse matchup. So you could argue that if the two best armies play each other, which one wins? And if Dark Angels have Desolation Marines, then I think they win. But I think if they don't, I think Guard win.
Yeah, they certainly they are a shift. Yeah.
I think there's a load of other factors like who's going first, rerolls, terrain layout, all of that. But I think that just from my experience alone, especially I've never used Guard, but seeing the games that you can roll people with Guard, like especially even Deathwing Terminators because of Born Soldiers. You know, obviously as we're saying currently as it stands, you know, they're pretty wild. Kazakin, the flag. Yeah. You know, but that's just I don't think I could budge on that in the current form. Yeah. But I also don't disagree that they're not good. I think Dark Angels and Guard are like this.
The other issue that we've got with Dark Angel is that the Codex Warfare
is ridiculous.
Just scores itself, and you'll probably get 15 points on that by turn 2.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Especially into some sort of MSU armies where they're very small, easy units to kill. I mean, 7 units essentially gets you 15 points, and you can do that by turn 2.
Yeah, and
whereas they've also got behind enemy lines. One land speeder a turn, just give you a land speeder, give you a bike character, you know, it's easy points. Yeah. And there's not a huge amount many people can do about it. Yeah. Because their speed is so fast. So I think also on the it is difficult, and I do agree with you. Guard are very strong.
No. Yeah, if I'm honest, it's more like that. Yeah. Because the thing is one thing happens to either army, and it just goes like that. Yeah. I do think when it comes to these two playing each other, it does depend on a player's skill level. Yeah. Because of yes, you can say you can make mistakes with Dark Angels, and a lot of players, you know, but when you start hitting the more top tables with people who are a bit more on it. You then see that whole fourth dimension, where it's like, okay, well, I know I can do this, where like you say, you know, there's a lot of people who practice a lot, you know, TTS is a thing where people can obviously put loads of reps in against anything as well.
Also, it can depend on the map you play, the mission. Yeah. And I think those sort of nuances, but so we have to kind of have some sort of level of
if we're just assuming that's it, the general line.
Yeah. And the player skill is balanced.
Yeah. You know, like obviously if we were to play, we were obviously on the same skill level as you know. So, of course. So obviously I think it literally stays here because it could just it then just comes down to dice. Yeah. Ultimately. But at the same time, in my opinion, if I was to go to an event in this current moment, you were to turn around to me tomorrow and go, I want you to try and win this event, what would you take? I'd take Guard. Okay. Without even thinking.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. I would rather ride an Impulsor than a Rhino. 3, 2, 1.
Riding with Chris Anderson? Or... It's for that Hive Guard matchup, isn't it?
It is just for the Hive Guard matchup, really, isn't it?
So I would rather ride an Impulsor. But I don't, not that much. I don't like it's like it's hovers, doesn't it? Impulsor, yeah. I would get a bit scared. I'd have to be in the little front bit for the Impulsor because obviously, like, it's got that back bit where you can just sit. Yeah. But I think it'd be cool. That's why. Okay. Yeah. But the Rhino is like, it's just basic, you know? Yeah. Like, yeah.
So I think it depends if the Impulsors had the upgrade on it for the 5-up invulnerable save.
Or if you're Templars, apparently the tank takes a vow and it's fine.
Yeah. Take them vows. They
pat it.
So, I mean, I don't even know if the Impulsor has got smoke launchers. I don't know. Can you make it -1 hit, Michael? Oh, I could definitely. I've got smoke launchers built in, right? 1 CP, -1 hit.
I can make you -2 to charge.
Can you?
Yeah, because it's got the Grav field, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jake knew of all Stephen Box, didn't they? So,
that was like 8th edition or something.
No.
But that was true, right?
Yeah.
So,
still is.
Here's why I'm going to go with disagree slightly, okay? Because I know what's going to happen. If I was in a vehicle and it blew up.
First off, you'd be dead.
No, so let's say the Rhino is destroyed, right?
Yeah, okay.
There's a possibility the person... So let's say I'm a Space Marine and I'm inside a Rhino.
Okay.
And if I know Stephen Box is up there rolling them dice, I know that he's going to roll a lot of ones.
Oh, we're all dead, boys. We better get out quick.
I know Steve's going to roll a lot of ones. Now, there's a greater chance of him rolling 6 ones and the whole squad dying. Yeah. But, you know,
So what you're saying is, wait, so your argument for being in a Rhino is that you have to roll more dice
to die.
To die?
Yes, that's why I'm in a Rhino. Because I think whatever kills a Rhino also kills the Impulsor.
I'll pose you this.
Go on.
If you're an Impulsor, you can move and then get out.
Right, but what's that got to do with anything? That
it means I'm actually gonna get my leverage before you're about to roll those 6 ones. So
yeah, but then I'm just out in the open. I'll just get shot straight away.
Well, you can be in cover. You can use your movement however you want.
Right.
If you've made the decision to put them in cover, I don't think that's their fault.
Yeah.
So,
I think
I would like the Impulsor. I think it'd be cool.
Right.
I think it'd be more fun. Why, if you're going 40,000 years into the future, would you want something with wheels when you could have something that flies?
I mean, if you're going to get like a Porsche, you're going to get the hardtop or the convertible.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Whatever that means. So, A.
Next question.